area. And what I want to talk about is the importance of staying in movement, keeping it moving. And look, I think about my own personal experience right here, new on the Substack platform. Conversation I just had with an entrepreneur. We just did a phenomenal recording about pivoting and what people need to do as entrepreneurs, and specifically also in the real estate industry to be successful. And one of the topics that came up was the ideal of the fact that, look, when you're first starting out, when there's no applause, when individuals really aren't checking for you, it's tempting to look at other entrepreneurs and what they're doing and see that they're having fun, to see that they're growing and earning income, right? Because on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, wherever you post, people are showing off their best lives. But what people don't talk about is there's no overnight success stories, right? A lot of individuals that we look up to and we get inspired by, we get excited by, what we don't pay attention to is the grind, the drama, the conflicts, the challenges that occur along the way. And by the time we meet someone, they've paid a significant price, right? They've done something long enough to become elite at it, right? They've built a skill stack, an experience stack. They have monetized their talent, passion, and interest. And then that's when we learn about them, right? When they become visible. And I've been thinking about that a lot lately, right? I shared how, look, I really don't, I don't get the attention, or I have not been able to figure out yet how to get the attention on platforms like Facebook. I do most of my damage on LinkedIn. I have a YouTube channel that is growing and expanding, and that's pretty cool to see that happening. But, we talked about the fact that, look, people are watching you. People are watching you, right? I can tell you that the speaking engagement that I was just involved in this past Saturday, phenomenal lady by the name of Miss Catherine Trotter, pulled together a number of business owners to talk about leveling up in 2025. And the way she found out about me was the fact that I periodically post on LinkedIn, and I posted an article that talks about the importance of nonprofits running their endeavors like profitable businesses. Right? People assume because you do nonprofits, not profitable. No, nonprofits can own for-profits, and you can create revenues around that, right? You can create situations where you're not constantly focused on securing grants. So you don't become a grant securing company as opposed to a company that actually you started for in the first place, right? Talked a lot about that. And I posted it on LinkedIn, not expecting anything to come from it. I just give because I think giving is a good thing in the entrepreneur community. You do more of it. There's no point in being selfish and not sharing information and insights because people can find it online anyway. So you might as well jab, left, cross, right? I think of a book by Gary Vee that talked about that. Give the information away. Let people know that you are out here in the field doing the work. And as a result of posting that, I was invited to a phenomenal engagement. It was exciting. It was wonderful to be around other entrepreneurs who are leveling up and growing. I talked about how oftentimes I'm posting content for weeks at a time via my MailChimp ecosystem, and how oftentimes I may not get the results that I'm looking for. I may not get the clicks that I'm looking for. I might not get the views that I'm looking for. But as a result of showing up consistently and still keeping it moving, even when it doesn't feel like things are happening, I've taken on several clients. And what they basically said is, I've been looking at your content for weeks, months, years, and you showed up consistently. You're constantly doing the work. You've constantly been about the business of helping entrepreneurs level up. I'm ready. Let's go. Right. And that's what I want to talk about, because oftentimes it's tempting to press pause because you're not getting the immediate results. Oftentimes it's tempting to diffuse the momentum that you built over the course of time. It doesn't show up immediately, right? You're not getting the accoutrements of success and notoriety and fame. But what I want to encourage you to do is don't stop. Keep moving. If you are passionate about something, if you're becoming highly effective or skilled in any given endeavor, don't stop. Even when it doesn't feel like it's working out, even when you're tired, even when you're fatigued. If you are highly effective, if you're willing to go through the process, trust me, it's like a farmer planting seeds in spring, right? They don't stop farming. They don't stop tilling the field. They don't stop watering the field. They don't start tending to the crops because they started today and then tomorrow they don't have a harvest, right? They know the harvest will come. And that's the approach that I would take. And I would encourage individuals to consider, right? Even if you need to do it part-time, spare time. I'll be frank, I didn't show up too much this past week because I was in the field. I was doing the work. I was out here making the sales calls and doing the presentations and having the conversations and reading the books and all these different things. But the reason why I continue to do it, even though it doesn't always result in immediate gratification, someone saying today I'm going to acquire your service based on what I heard, is because I know that if I'm a constant gardener, right, good things will eventually come from it. And that's what I want to encourage individuals to do. Don't pivot. Don't go away from the thing that you experienced the longest and had success with, that you enjoy, that edifies you and fills you up. Keep working on it. Just keep getting better at it. Because with all these concerns that individuals have about AI and how it's going to replace, and you should be concerned about it, you should be very aware of how AI is going to change your industry. Understand, while the new broom may sweep better, the old broom knows the corners. And while a lot of information is going to be made available to the average Joe searching online because of AI, application to execution is what will separate you. So keep executing, keep growing, keep collecting those receipts, keep helping people. And I'm just a firm believer that as long as you have a real value prop, your success will be inevitable. And it may not come in the way that you expect, it may not come when you expect, but continue to plant those seeds. And so, that's just the brief conversation I wanted to have today. Hopefully it lands well with you, inspires you, grows you in some kind of way. And yeah, that's what I got today. Celebrate success in advance. Goodbye for now.